Hi YouTube, I'm back. I am stuck in traffic. I decided to do like a little YouTube video since I'm on my way to Arizona in traffic. Well, like 5 minutes from Arizona, so we're still gonna say to Arizona. But anyhow, I hope everyone is doing well. I'm looking at the moon here, and as I'm driving, it looks full. I think this is a full moon, and I think this is a full moon in Gemini, by the way. So if you don't know anything about that, I would go ahead and Google it. About the full moon in Gemini, and what that means, and what you're supposed to be doing on that full moon, if you have like any specific things that you do during full moons. But anywho, since I have the time to talk, I wanted to talk about my dating experience, because I bet a lot of you guys want to know my dating experience. And I say a lot of you guys, like I have like 1 million followers. Well, don't trip, I will have 1 million followers or subscribers or whatever you want to call it. I will soon. And maybe like 10 of you guys looking at this, but that's okay. We'll say all of you, a lot of you guys, still want to know, why am I single? Well, for one, I'll just kind of start at the beginning. So I was in a long-term relationship. I was in that relationship for about 8 to 9 years, and it was very toxic. I mean, we had our goods and our bads, our highs and our lows, but I feel like overall it was a toxic relationship, and I feel like it was more cons than pros. So within that relationship that I was in, I experienced a lot of, I endured, mental abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, being lied to, being cheated on, and, and I stayed in the relationship. I did try to leave, multiple times, but, I'm like a good person, and I feel like I'm like open-minded, and I try to see the good in everybody, in which I feel like this is also weakness of mine too, is, like being good-hearted, kind-hearted, and open-minded, and, loving, and always, is, there for the next person. And even if they're like taking advantage of me, I'm not really seeing it that way. I'm like looking at it as in there, I'm helping them, or I'm there for them, or I'm giving them another chance. But ultimately, I'm the one that's being burned, and that is my weakness. I mean, it's a strength, but it's also weakness, because it just shows what type of heart that I have. In the past, where we're gonna kind of get off that just for a little bit, just so you guys could kind of get an idea of just like who I am as a person. I'm not a bad person. Different situations that I was put in, or certain people that I was around, or my environment would play a role in like growing up in the way that I was, but would take effect. I mean, you could say, call it peer pressure or whatever, or even being under stress, which will make me react a certain way with someone, like angry, or starting an argument or something like that. But that's not who I am. Ultimately, like, in the past, where, I've gotten in arguments or altercations or things like that, is, because I was, probably unhappy, and, misery loves company. And because you're not happy, it's easy to get into an argument with, like, if you just got into an argument, with your kid's dad, and you go to the grocery store, and it puts you in like this bad mood, and then you're at the grocery store, and just somebody doing the smallest thing, it just flips your top, and then you cussing them out at the grocery store. But it don't even got nothing to do with that person. It has something to do with, my mind state, or, if I'm unhappy or whatever. So when someone's unhappy, it's really easy for them to flip their top, But anyways, a lot of the times where I've gotten into it, with people in the past, like I felt really bad about it because that's not who I am. Or if I cuss somebody out really bad, or if I, hurt someone by, cussing them out really bad, because my words are really sharp. I know my words that, I'm a Scorpio and we're very observant. When we notice some shit, like we'll, observe somebody and, and get to know what type of person they are and just want to know what this person is all about. We'll flip them inside and out and then know exactly how this person acts, or, we'll just to know, that's just how Scorpios are. And then we'll use our words to like, no, this is what it is. This is like, based off what we observed. And like 99.9% of the time we're right. And so our words hurt because we done already, can't shit get past us, and we very observant. But anyways, in the past, like I would, get into arguments with people and hurt them really badly with my words. And I would feel really bad because that's not who I am. But it was just because the mental state that I was in. But anyways, let's just, that was like heavy. Let me just get all that energy out. That was some negative. I didn't fart. If I farted, like I said, I would say if I farted, but I did not fart. And plus I would say, excuse me, even if I'm the only person in the vehicle. Okay. So let's get all that negative energy out because that's not who we are. We're all positive. Let's just get that negative energy out. Just speaking of that. Past. But anyways, we're still talking about past, about my relationship. But anyways, back to the bad relationship I was in. So, and I would accept him back into my life, because I'm thinking that he's a changed person or whatnot, and and he would be changed for so long, but then he'll flip back to his old self, or I find out that he's doing some, some shit that he was still doing, or, talking to these type of people, this, that, and the other. And, there was, and also, me and my ex, we were engaged like 2 or 3 different times. And actually we were engaged twice. And, he got like 2 different rings from me. I pawned the first ring and then sold the second one. And the reason why I did that was because I feel like if someone proposes to you, that's a representation of love, and this is a new start, and I want you to be part of my life, and I want to marry you, and this ring represents love, you know what I'm saying? And when I find out that he was doing some bullshit, I would, do what I got to do with the ring and then call it off, and even he was dealing with women, that knew about me and that knew that we were in a relationship, and they would still be around for him and still be with him. And, I would reach out to these women. They would lie to me, they would lie saying it's nothing going on. And then I would confront him about it, so ultimately, I have daughters. For one, I have 3 daughters. Like, who wants to be in a relationship where, you would never know the truth because your person, your significant other is cheating on you, and they're lying to you, and the person that he's cheating with are lying to you too. Like, you would never know the fucking truth. Like, who would want to be in a situation like that? Who would want to be in a, it's very toxic. Who would be in an abusive situation on top of that? And, my ex, he would get abusive with me because, I would find out some shit and I confront him about the truth about what he's doing in it. And then he would flip it around on me, like, why, like, what, like, it's just some crazy toxic shit. And, and then with having 3 daughters, you don't want to be in a relationship and your daughters, see that you're in this bad relationship, this toxic relationship. Your daughters do not, my kids do not need to, see any of that unhealthy shit. So ultimately, I finally, gotten the strength, to like finally leave him, in which that was like a whole fucking process, like for me to finally get out of it, and when I was finally able to get out of it, I was strong mentally, I was better financially because I had gone to school for nursing, and so I'm a nurse now. And which that was a whole process too within itself, because when I went to nursing school twice. The first time I went to nursing school, he had made me quit. Like, I was like finishing like my second term, and it was the last day, and we had one vehicle at the time, and he said he had to go to court. My ex, he said he had to go to court, so he said he was going to drop me off, which we had a potluck to this day, and he said he was going to drop me off at school, and then he was going to go to court and he'll pick me up after school. So I brought my fried chicken that I had fried for the potluck, and we're in the car, and then instead of dropping me off at the school, he gets on the freeway. And nursing school is like very strict. Like, you cannot miss like any days. Like, if you miss, like, I think you could probably miss a maximum of like 2-3 days or something like that. But I was like on my last day, and I told him, I'm like, if I miss this day, then they're gonna drop me. He did not care. I'm like begging him to take me back to school, because if I miss, they're gonna drop me. He didn't care. He got on the freeway. He knew exactly what he was doing. Got on the freeway and drove all the way to Orange County with me in the car. I'm wearing my scrubs. I got my fried chicken in the back seat because it was potluck, But anyways, I got dropped from school because, he knew exactly what he was doing. But anyways, yeah, so that was that. So like maybe like 6-7 months later, like when I had finally got away from him, like when I'm not even gonna say finally broke things off, because this is a long story, because I had ended up getting back with him one more time after I finished school, just to give it another chance, and that still didn't work out. But anyhow, let me just sum it all up. Oh shoot, what? See, when people is driving, and first of all, the person in front of you needs to see that. Sorry, you guys, my mind is just, I can jump from one conversation to another, and I still got to finish my other one. These people, you're supposed to be paying attention if the person in front of you is braking. These people, I don't know what the fuck they doing, but come on, don't be in front of me braking like this. Like, pay attention to ahead of you. Like, I hate this shit. Like, stop trying to make me wreck my car. It make me feel like you doing this shit on purpose. Make me feel like they're doing this shit on purpose. Sorry, guys. That's just... Alright, let's get the fucking negative energy out again. Let's get it fucking out. Let's get that fucking shit out. Alright. These people. Alright, love and light. Love and light. Woosah. Okay. Now, what the hell was I talking about? I didn't forget. But anyways, so I endured a lot of, just toxic stuff, and being in a situation longer than you're supposed to. I was young, and now that I'm older, I am 35 years old, and I just turned 35 in November. And November 10th. I came a long way. And I'm not gonna say, as far as in the past relationship, for a long time, I would say I went through that. He wasted my time, he wasted my life. I wasted my life being in a situation, longer than I was supposed to. Like, he robbed me of my time. I looked at it that way, but ultimately, you go through these things, and they're lessons. You learn from your lesson, because you don't want to repeat it. And I felt like it did make me stronger. I apologize, you guys. I'm getting emotional. But it did make me stronger, because I don't want to repeat the same mistake. It made me stronger, and I was meant to go through that. But then, I got out of it, and I've been single, for like 5 years. I'll say like 5 years, since I've been 30. And I don't know if it's like it's like a blessing and a curse, like me being single. And nothing's wrong with being single, but I look for red flags, like in people, where if I, like I go on these dates and, I see something that I don't like, I automatically cut them off. I don't talk to them anymore, or, I just see things I don't like, and I'm like, okay, no, that's not it. I know what I want, and I know what I don't want. I know what I don't want to deal with, And so, yeah, people, they'll be like, damn, you fine, why is it that you're single? Well, I'm single because I've been through some shit, which I don't tell them, what I've been through. I don't tell them that. I just, I'm just like, well, I'm just single because I'm single. I just been through some stuff, and I don't give them detail on anything. I make it as that, I let them know as minimal as possible, But so, it's been 5 years off and on, I have spells where, like, I wouldn't date nobody for 6-7 months, and I didn't even talk to nobody, and I'm just single for like 6-7 months, and I'm just focused on myself and my kids and work, and time just flies by so fast, and it's like, damn, shit, time done went by, fast, shit, and I ain't doing shit, ain't seeing nobody, ain't dating nobody, and I get into my modes where I'm just, and when I'm like that, when I'm in those modes where I'm not like dating, like I be really like inclusive, like at home, like really legit, like at home, not doing shit, and just with my kids, or take my kids out, go out to eat, but I really don't be fucking with nobody, and I don't even be feeling the need to. But then there's also times where I feel like, I am ready for a partner. And for a long time, I didn't even admit that. Even me going on these dates, like just putting myself in that situation, like, damn, would I be able to be with somebody? Will I be able to be, I've been single for so long. Can I coexist with another person? And then I wouldn't be able to hold on. I wouldn't be able to grasp that. And I'll be like, okay, no, I'm not ready yet. And so I'll just stay, I'll still date, so I think that's probably why Steph never picked up, like, with, like, certain situations, because I couldn't even fathom the thought of being with somebody. The one time that I did, when I was ready to be with somebody, well, I thought that I was ready. It was the first guy that I started talking to after my, breakup with my kid's dad. But I think that I fell for him so hard was because, and I used to work with him too, by the way. Geez, I hope all this shit makes sense, because I just jump into different shit, my conversations. But anyway, so this guy that I was working with, he would always compliment me all the time, and he was just, so nice, and, I would be at work just, I guess whatever was on my mind, that's what would show on my face. And which, remember, around that time, I was like, going through like a breakup, or just leaving somebody, and, leaving a toxic, situation. So I still was trying to heal, but I was still holding on to the pain. And even though I knew that I didn't want to be in that situation, I was trying to mentally get out of it. And, after, so I wasn't even thinking about anybody. I wasn't thinking about dating anybody. I wasn't thinking about nothing, because I was still trying to just survive, just trying to make it, like, mentally, physically, and emotionally, because just getting out of that terrible situation. And then so I could go to work, and I'm, working with this guy, a handsome guy, very handsome, and he's like always compliment me all the time, and telling me to smile, and it's a good day, and, smile, you're beautiful, and, he'd be saying all these great things. And then so I'm like, what the fuck, like, and then as time went on, I kind of like, we actually kind of started dating a little bit, and he opened me up. But I think he was just because he was the first person, he kind of got me out of that mindset, out of that stress, out of that situation. He got me out of it, and he don't even know that he even did that for me. But I think that I was on him because he was just the first person that kind of, got my attention, and such a painful time, for me. But anywho, you know, I really apologize. The shit that I'm talking about is like really all over the place because I don't know. I have so much to talk about, you guys, and I hope that I can get it all out for you guys to understand, and I can write shit down on a fucking notebook so I can just stay on track and talk about it. But this is just, I'm just freestyling right now. But this water, I had charged it, and what I mean by charged it is I spoke into my water, you know, positive affirmations, because you're supposed to, and I'm spiritual, by the way. I spoke to my water positive affirmation and positive things, you know, like charging it, and then I consume it, you know, of course, with positive thoughts. And I'm trying to be positive, in which I am a positive person, by the way. But you guys, if you guys try to drink as much water as possible, because your bodies are made, you know, I don't know, I think it's like 80% of water or something like that. Your body needs water to regenerate, you know, along with rest and things. Your body needs water, okay? So when you get your water, you speak positive affirmations into your water. You charge your water, you drink your water. When you know, anytime you think about, you know, drinking something, drink some water. Drink water. Yeah, but yeah, so anyway, so back to dating. I've had my fun, you know, on dates and stuff, and in which with people who I choose to date by choice, you know, nothing like super serious. So just recently, this is really crazy. I am in this traffic, and it is 4:51. It feels, this is crazy, but it's getting dark, and I'm at like complete stops, and I'm like trying to drive to Arizona, and I'm in this traffic to get my kids, and we're gonna be in traffic on the way back, and they have school tomorrow. But this freaking is the court. They the ones that allowed for this to happen, for me to have to drive twice a month this way on a Friday right after school. We're not making it to out here, by the way, because I have, as soon as my kids get out of school, I gotta drive straight out here. This is twice a month, by the way. I gotta drive out here and be here by a certain time to drop them off with their father at 4:30, which we're late because there's traffic this way, and the court don't see that. They don't see that there's going to be traffic. I'm not going to get out here at 4:30. If they want me to get out here at 4:30, the court system wants me to pull the kids out of school early. If they want me to get the kids out there to their dad, they want me to pull them out of school. That's basically what they're saying. Get them out of school early, which they're missing school, and go take them to meet their dad by 4:30. Oh, and then, by the way, it's Sunday right now, so I'm picking them up, and I'm stuck in traffic. You know, I'm at a complete stop. I'm supposed to have them by 4:30 or 5:30. But here it is, 4:52, and I still got an hour and a half to get there, and which the kids, we're not going to be back home probably till like around 9 o'clock. But this is the court system, by the way. This is the court system. The court, the government shit that's allowing this shit to happen. And now my kids got to miss out. They got to be in, my kids are in traffic on a Sunday, and they should be preparing for school tomorrow. But this is what the court system allows. How fucked up is that? This court system is fucked up, and all this, you know what? Don't make me get on this shit with my conspiracies and all this shit made up, and who in the fuck made this shit up. This is not the quality of life. Hold on one second, or ignore that. I'll call them back. The quality of life on this situation, and on many other people's situations where they got to meet their kid's father out of state, it don't make no sense. This don't make no sense. The judge that allowed for this shit to happen, you know what? Fucking let's get the negative energy out. Let's get the fucking oof. Sorry guys. Let's get this fucking, it's not a fart. We're vacuuming out. We're getting out all that fucking negative energy. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but hey, I'm only human and I'm working on it. But so what was I talking about? Dating experiences. That's what we talking about. So here I am, and whatever today's date is, can somebody remind me? November the 24th, I think, was Thanksgiving, or was it the 23rd? Anyways, it's Sunday, and I'm still single. And just recently, like a few months ago, like back in August, I decided that, okay, I think I can be in a relationship, and I'm ready to love someone, like for real, because I feel like I've done my dates, I've had my fun, and I'm at a space in my life where I'm able to, I'm ready. I think I'm ready for a relationship finally, and I'm ready to admit that. And I don't want to waste my time. I'm dating with purpose. I'm dating with the intent to be with someone, but just not anybody, so I'm putting this on the table, because I'm ready, but it's not just anybody. I got to have like a real connection, because there's people, they be like, these guys, they be like, oh, okay, I'm dating with intention, I want to marry, this kind of stuff. And yeah, I get that, guys. I get that a lot. People, they want to be with me, they want to date me, but they're not my type, or our belief systems are different, religion, all these types of things play into factor. And I want to see, and with guys, like, if you have children, I want to see if you get your children. Are you in your children's life? How do you treat your mother? Are you in contact with your mother, your parents? Like, how are you? Do you have a job? Can you keep a job? What type of, where's your mental mindset at? What is important to you? What do you value? What is, it's all these different factors that you got to look at. It's just not about going out on a date and eating lobster and shrimp and then having some drinks and then, life is not just about that, so like I said, I'm dating with intention. And if, and I want kids. Does the guy, does he want kids? Because I do have 3 daughters, 3 beautiful daughters, and I want to have more kids. Okay? I want more kids. Does he want to have more kids? Is he willing to accept me and my children? You know what I'm saying? And, I got it going on too. I got a good job. I got a bomb-ass job. And I got a lot of shit to offer, like, are you worthy of me? Like, I am such a blessing, like, for real. Like, look at me, period. I am a blessing. I'm a blessing, and I look good. And I got a lot of good qualities, and I got a good heart. And you ain't about to play with me. Are you worthy of me? Are you worthy of me? So, these are these factors that, I'm putting, into place. So I'm just trying to keep shit tight, and if someone's, worthy of my time, I got these boundaries in place. Boundaries is a big thing too. You got to have boundaries in place, so I'm looking at all of these things, and I'm an honest person, so I'm looking into all these things, and if somebody's not looking, for the same shit that I'm looking for, then I can't date you any further. Or, if this is not what you're on, then I'm gonna have to let you go. I'm sorry. Good luck. That's what it is now. So yeah, that's where I am. That's why I'm single. So, but like I said, I just got to this, I had to go through the foundation. I had to go through, all these different factors. I had to go through these phases in my life to get here, though, because I had some healing to do. I had healing to do. And once I healed, I had some fun to do. And after the fun, now and being by myself, now it's like, okay, now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. So, a lot of people, they're very, codependent, and they gotta jump in relationships real fast. They was just in a relationship, now they in another relationship. Like, damn, can you be by yourself? I could be by myself. Look, I've been by myself for quite some time. Yeah, I went on dates, but I fully knew my worth. Take my glasses off. I fully knew my worth. I look tired, guys. I'm putting my glasses back on. I know it's nighttime, but whatever. I can still see. But anyways, I know my worth. I'm not just gonna settle with you just because you a fine man, and that just ain't good enough for me. Okay, you look good, you got a nice car, but your attitude is trash. Your attitude is trash, though. Just because you got money don't mean shit. I got money too. I got money, and I look good. But I'm very independent, and that's my masculine energy. I feel like I'm very masculine, and I got masculine because through the healing process, So now it's like, I'm like in survival mode because I got to protect myself, and so I'm kind of like, I think I'm more masculine than feminine, but I'm working on my femininity, however you want to say that, which I know a lot of people don't even realize that they're surviving in masculine mode, and that was me, and I realized that. But yeah, there's a lot of people that they don't know how to be by themselves, so they jump in all these relationships. But are you healing? You're not healing because you're not giving yourself time. You're pushing, shit under the rug, past shit under the rug, and you're just like, that's not good. You can't be one of the people that just jump into relationship. I know there's lots of healing that needs to be done, and it took me a while to heal. Shit, I'm still healing, but I feel like I'm further than I was before. Because I'm aware that I'm able to be by myself and be okay. Because I've been. But you know what? I'm gonna end this video. And I love you guys for even looking at my video. I love you guys, and we're gonna get into some serious shit. I know I keep talking about, I got some content that's coming, and I'm gonna make these fun videos and stuff, but life happens. I do work. I'm a full-time nurse. I'm a full-time mom, and then I gotta rest too. And then so when I'm resting, I'm thinking, but then and then today I'm in this situation where I gotta drive and be stuck in traffic. But I'm gonna make a video that you guys will appreciate. I hope you appreciated this. But really quickly, do not settle. Okay, do not settle. You know your worth. You know you're lovable. You are loved. You are loved. You know your worth. Do not settle for bullshit. Don't just, I can't tell you how to live your life, but you want to focus on not holding grudges. You want to, don't hold on to stuff. You want to move through that. You want to leave that in the past. You want to get blessed. And I'm not saying this like so that you can get blessed or so you can expect, I'm not telling you like superficially, like just leave it behind so you can get blessed. No, that's not how it works. It's a whole process of healing and, going through these situations and learning your lessons and, forgiving and allowing yourself to forgive and to heal and to love. that's what you want to do. But don't settle just because it's there. You know, everybody deserves the best shit. Don't just settle just because it's there. One day, it could be this week, it could be next. I'm going to write down some shit in a journal, and I'm going to write it down so that I can see, so I can keep track of where I'm at when I'm talking, because I got so much shit to talk about that, you know, I can really give you guys some deep insight. I'm a teacher. I am a teacher. I'm a life's teacher because I've experienced so much. And I prayed and I asked God for strength. And I prayed and I asked God for me to be wise. And He put me in situations that made me strong and that made me wise. That's why I'm always put in situations where, you know, I have people that I don't even know just talking to me, wanting advice or tell me their story, or lots of friends and family. They come to me for advice and I give them advice, and it's, you know, and it's coming from my heart and it's coming from experience and it's the truth. I don't sugarcoat stuff. Now, sometimes my friends or my family, they may be like, no, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it, you know, because they don't want to hear that truth, that harsh truth, or they don't want to accept it. They're like, oh no, and then they try to say, oh no, it's because of this. No, okay, let's just fast forward quick. And then they go through exactly what I said. It's brought to their attention exactly what I said, you know, and what I said was the truth. I was right. And then they'll see that it came to pass, you know. But I will deliver, you know, the truth. I will deliver the truth, and it's not to hurt you. It's not to hurt your feelings. You know, and I don't, when people come to me for advice, I don't be saying harsh shit. I just tell how it is. But a lot of people, they can't accept the truth. They don't know how to process it, or they don't want to process it. How I am, tell me straight out. My feelings may be hurt on a situation, but tell me straight. I appreciate you giving it to me straight. If I'm doing something wrong or anything, tell me straight up. Tell me how it is, but tell me the truth. Don't try to tell me something based off of how you feel. You tell me the truth. That's how I am. I'll tell you the truth. But yeah, people come to me for advice, and because I'm wise and I'm always right, and I got a good intuition. Most Scorpios do. And actually most Scorpios also, you know, have gone through pain, struggles, suffering at an early age, you know, which made them wise and which made them see the, you know, the harsh reality of things. But anyways, I love you guys. I want you guys to have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. It's 5:07 p.m. Pacific time. I hope you getting your dinner, your great dinner in, and you enjoying and nourishing your soul. And I love you guys, and that's the reason why so much traffic. There's a car accident in like 7 miles. But I love you guys. Love and light. And let's not focus on negativity. Let's just move forward. We can do this. We can do this. Let's move forward. Let's get past negative. Let's be positive. Let's let go of those. Let's let go of negative. We don't want to be negative. We want to be positive. I love you guys.